we're back. It's Whip It Out Wednesday again. I'm your host, Richard Burns. This is the Solomon Project, where if you've never been here before, then you probably don't know. So let me tell you, it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep that counts. We're back in a new setting. This is the new studio that we'll be recording from. Two reasons. One, when I have the camera set up by the windshield, which is where it usually is, it gets too hot and it shuts off on me. Not working out too good when it does that. So we're in a cooler environment, away from the sun, or at least the camera's away from the sun. And to help us with this shiny sheen, with this beautiful glow, I went and invested on this 12-inch ring light. I know size doesn't matter, but it's 12 inches. Also, because I got all this bling and I park in some areas that are a little bit on the shady side, I gotta be careful. Because somebody could be walking around thinking that this bling is the real deal, when it's just for entertainment purposes only. And they might get some big idea of following me or waiting for an opportune moment to come and do something to me just to snatch up this fake chain. the fake bling. Then there'll be problems. Then stuff is gonna jump off. For what? For nothing. That happens. It happens every now and then, because I go to the hood a lot. You see it. You see it. When I'm with Kitty, where do we drive off from? We're in the hood. I want to start off by answering a question somebody had asked me not too long ago. Was it a question or was it a statement? It was about gatekeeping. Do I gatekeep, and do I think that's okay? Yes, I gatekeep. And yes, I do think it's okay. Before I give you the reason why I believe gatekeeping is okay, let me start off with some ancient wisdom. With some 2,000-year-old wisdom. Man, I almost lost it there. With some 2,000-year-old wisdom, okay? You ready for this? I'm going to get this right out of Scripture, New Testament. Hello. Matthew chapter 7, verse 6, okay? And this is the New International Version, okay? So it's like plain English, so that you don't get confused. It says, "Do not give dogs what is sacred. Do not throw your pearls to pigs. If you do, they may trample them under their feet and turn and tear you to pieces." Wow. So I don't do it out of fear that I'm going to get trampled, done wrong after I provide information. That's not the reason why I choose to gatekeep. I gatekeep because I want to respect the relationships I develop with certain people. There are people that provided me and continue to provide me with information that I've been able to profit from. And the only reason why they provided me that information is because of the rapport I have with them, because of the relationship I developed with them. A relationship that took time, that eventually they felt that they could trust me. So I have no intention whatsoever of violating that trust and violating that relationship. So therefore, that's stuff that I don't just put out there for everyone. For the pigs and the dogs that will trample what I give them and turn around and tear me up. Also, there are people, when it comes to finance and investing, there are a large number of people that make a living off of teaching people these concepts. So I don't want to mess up their game. I don't want to mess up how they make theirs. And not only that, what about the people that pay to learn? I don't want to disrespect them either. There's like a shake going on. Yeah, that's the truck. That's because the truck is on. Well, let me see what I could do about that. But there's a whole lot of shaking going on, so I hope it comes out okay. Those two things. Now, let's go see the progress that AJ is making. Where are you, AJ? You're right here. Are you? No, you're not there. You're somewhere else. Here we go. All right, so let's go to the positions. Here we go in positions. So now the account is at 1,855 and 36. We're kind of like stuck right around that 1,800. We're kind of like stuck there, but that's all good. Because remember, the main focus is not the fluctuation that goes on with the account value. What is really more important is the income. What the freak show is this? Let's go back to that, because for some reason we're having a hard time. Okay, so here we go. Remember, we were increasing at like $1 a week as far as income is concerned, but look at it now. We skipped $115. We're up to $116. So remember, the goal, or not the goal, but the expected amount that we're supposed to make by year's end at the rate of $1 per week is $129. But now we're at $116. Very nice. So what's going to happen by the end of this week? By the end of this week, is going to increase again. By how much? Maybe $1. Maybe now a little more than $1. Now that we see it skipped 115 and went to 116. But we'll see. And then we have the gains and loss. You can see here that this is real. This isn't some fake doctored account. No. You can see here that we are at a 5% loss year to date, which means that from January 1st up until now, we're under by 5%, for a total of $97.30. And it is here that we find the stock that we're going to choose to purchase for our next round of stock purchasing. And you already know what the formula is, because it's the lowest value, or the highest unrealized loss, which is the one on the bottom. We're at a loss of $4.08. That is the unrealized loss, because the average amount that we've paid is $20.19. And the current price is below $20.19 by $4.08. So that's the greatest unrealized loss. We're dollar cost averaging. That's going to be our target. But don't forget, the most important is the income. What are we generating for an income? Obviously, all these different stocks, they're going to go up, they're going to go down, And so long as the income or the amount of income that they produce remains the same, it doesn't matter that those prices go up and down, provided that we continue getting a consistent amount, right? And consistency is one of the keys, right? Discipline and consistency. Let's take a look at CJ now. CJ was somewhere around $1,200. We're now up to $1,434.50. So CJ is depositing at a higher amount. He's being more aggressive. He'll probably catch up to AJ in like 3 or 4 weeks. And we'll see how he takes off from there. So yes, I do gatekeep. And I think gatekeeping is important in order to maintain a respectful relationship with people who've trust you gained. Not by being a weasel, not by trying to get slick, just simply, naturally, throughout the course of time, they've decided that they can trust you. And let me tell you something, the trust is not across the board now. The trust is not across the board. Because, in all honesty, you can trust me with just about anything except food. Whoa, what? Yeah. I might be that one. Yeah. That when you're not looking, yeah, I might take some of your food. Yeah. So, you want to trust me with everything else, that's fine. But the most important thing is that trust was established and you don't want to violate that trust. Okay? Now, stay fresh, keep it profitable, and let's see if Kitty would stop for just 1 minute out of trust and love. Kitty, can you please just stop for a minute? Say hi to everybody. Don't be like that.
Arabamda aça, seviyorum çift kalem aça. Göremedik kimseden fayda. İşler.
Oh, don't forget that step. Don't forget that elbow. Good swing. Good job. Go ahead. Swing hard. Swing at that thing. Swing at that thing hard. Yeah, like that. Yep, I think that's it.